Hello, in this video I will continue with the functions and using the arrays with the functions. So we pass the array as a parameter to the functions. So let me declare the array. So let me say integer a. Okay. So instead of typing the length of the a all the time, so let me declare it as a constant, global constant. So this is integer, and for the naming convention let me use all uppercase len, and then let's say length is 5. Okay, so here I say len, and let me initialize that. So with the curly braces, let me say 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, what else? Okay, so now let's display this. So here let me write a function. So it doesn't have to return anything, and let me say display array. Okay, and the parameter is integer and a. Yeah. Okay, so here let me just declare a variable I for the iterator. Okay, so for I equals to 0, while I less than len, keep going, and increment by 1 in each iteration. And in here we want to display that. So let me say printf. So here %i. Let me put 2 space characters, and then a. Okay, I. Okay, so in each iteration I display one element of the array. After I display all of them, let's go to the next line. \n. Okay, so in here in the main method, let's call this one. So I say display array, and the parameter is a. Okay, so let's see what this will display. Okay, it displays all the values. Okay, so let me do this. After I display them, so okay, so anyway, so let me do this. Let's change the each item. Okay, so should I do that here? Okay, let me do that in here. So after I display each element, okay, so in the first iteration I display 5, and then before going to next iteration, let me change this value. Okay, okay, let me change that. So here I say a I, which refers to the element, okay, and multiply it by 2. Okay, so multiplication equals, and then 2. Okay, so now let's see what happens. Okay, we do not see any difference. Let me call display array again. Okay, now let's see what happens. Okay, it changed. Okay, so let me call it again. Okay, so 3 times. So if I run it, okay, it doubled again. So the reason is that when you pass the array, so okay, when you pass the array, arrays are passed by reference. Okay, so that means this a here is actually refers to this a. Okay, so so it is passed by. So if I make this b, okay, B, and then B. Okay, so the names are different, but doesn't matter. Still, they point to the same array. So if I run it, okay, it works in this way. However, let me do this. If I let me write another function, void, and let me say multiply. Okay, so multiply element. Okay, so each element is what? Integer. Okay, so integer, let me say L. Okay, so in here L multiply by 2. Okay, element. So in here, let me do this. Multiply element. So let me pass the second element, okay, which is A, and then 1. Okay, so this is a second element when I say 1, and then display. Let me display the second element. So printf, okay, and then let's say A1 is percent %I, and let's go to the next line. In here, let me say A1. Okay, so actually before, let me do before and after, and let me just comment this out. Okay, so here A1 is, that should be 6. Okay, and here I multiply it by 2. I expect to see 6 again, not 12, because in here this should pass by value. Okay, so we don't pass the original location, but we just pass the value. So let me run this. Okay, as you see, again it displays 6. So here when we okay, so let's say this is located in Alabama. So when we come to here, actually this EL is located, for example, Florida, not Alabama. So they don't point to the same location. When I increment multiply by 2, the value in Florida is multiplied, but the value in Alabama remains the same as 6. Okay, and then we see that in here. I hope this is clear. Have a nice day.